Ever wondered how you can explore France on a budget? Let's embark on this journey to uncover the allure of France, a country that is much more than just the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre. France, a land steeped in rich history and culture, offers an array of experiences that cater to every traveler's tastes. Imagine strolling down the cobblestone streets of a quaint French village, or exploring the grandeur of its majestic chateaux. Picture yourself indulging in the culinary delights that France is renowned for. From the mouth-watering croissants at a local boulangerie to the exquisite wines of Bordeaux, the French cuisine is an adventure in itself. Yet, there's a common misconception that all these experiences come with a hefty price tag. Many believe that traveling to France is bound to be an expensive affair, but guess what? You can enjoy all these without breaking the bank. First things first, let's get you equipped with some budget travel essentials. When it comes to traveling on a budget, planning and budgeting are your best friends. Start by deciding on your total budget for the trip, then break it down into categories like flights, accommodation, food, transportation, and entertainment. This gives you a clear picture of where your money is going and helps you prioritize your spending. Finding affordable flights can feel like a treasure hunt, but with a bit of patience and flexibility, you can score some great deals. Use flight comparison websites to check fares across multiple airlines and consider flying on weekdays or during off-peak seasons when prices tend to be lower. And don't forget, booking well in advance can also save you a pretty penny. Next, let's talk about accommodation. Consider budget-friendly options like hostels, guest houses, or even vacation rentals. These alternatives to traditional hotels often offer communal kitchens where you can prepare your own meals, saving you even more money. Plus, they're a great way to meet fellow travelers and perhaps make some new friends. Now, onto transportation. One of the beauties of France is its extensive public transportation network. Trains, buses, and trams can get you just about anywhere in the country, often for a fraction of the cost of a rental car or taxi. Plus, you'll get to experience France like a local. Finally, we can't talk about budget travel essentials without mentioning travel insurance. While it may seem like an unnecessary expense, it can save you a lot of money and stress in the long run. Travel insurance covers unexpected costs like canceled flights, lost luggage, or medical emergencies, providing you with peace of mind during your adventure. With these essentials, you are on your way to an affordable French adventure. Now let's talk about food. Yes, the French cuisine. France is world-renowned for its culinary delights, but you don't need deep pockets to savor these gastronomic wonders. The secret lies in knowing where to look and what to choose. So let's dive in. Firstly, local markets. They're a treasure trove of fresh produce and a great way to enjoy French cuisine on a budget. From the bustling Marché Bastille in Paris to the colorful stalls of Cours Salé in Nice, these markets are brimming with top-quality fruits, vegetables, cheeses, and meats. Grab a baguette, some cheese, and a bottle of wine, and you've got yourself a classic French picnic without breaking the bank. Speaking of picnics, they're a quintessential part of the French lifestyle and a fantastic way to dine on a dime. Picture this: a sunny afternoon in a Parisian park, a blanket spread out, and a spread of fresh market finds. It's a delightful and affordable way to experience French culture and cuisine. Next, bakeries or boulangeries. They're on almost every corner and are not just for bread. For a few euros you can enjoy a variety of pastries like croissants, pain au chocolat, and the flaky buttery kouign-amann. Don't forget to try the quiche, a savory pie filled with cheese, meat, or vegetables. It's a filling, budget-friendly meal. Now let's talk dishes. Some affordable yet delicious options include ratatouille, a vegetable stew from Provence, coq au vin, chicken slow-cooked in red wine, and crepes, thin pancakes filled with anything from cheese to chocolate. These dishes deliver a true taste of France without a hefty price tag. Remember, French cuisine is not about fancy restaurants and expensive dishes. It's about quality ingredients, simple cooking, and the joy of sharing a meal. So, explore the markets, indulge in picnics, savor the pastries, and try the local dishes. So there you have it. French cuisine doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. Believe it or not, you can see the best of France without spending much. This is not a myth but a reality for those who know where to look and how to plan. Let's delve into some of the free and cheap attractions that this beautiful country has to offer. Firstly, let's talk about the free city tours. Many French cities, including Paris, Nice, and Lyon, offer free walking tours. These tours are led by locals who have a wealth of knowledge about their city's history, culture, and hidden gems. The best part? These tours operate on a tips-only basis, so you can decide what the experience was worth to you at the end of the tour. Next on our list are the museums. France is home to a multitude of museums, many of which offer free admission days. For instance, the Louvre, one of the world's largest and most visited art museums, offers free admission on the first Sunday of every month from October to March. The Musée d'Orsay, another iconic French museum, offers free admission on the first Sunday of every month throughout the year. These are wonderful opportunities to immerse yourself in French art and history without breaking the bank. Lastly, let's not forget about France's natural attractions. The country's stunning landscapes, from the lavender fields of Provence to the rocky coasts of Brittany, are free to explore. Hiking in the French Alps, strolling along the Seine River, or simply picnicking in one of Paris's many parks can be equally rewarding experiences. Now, a quick tip to avoid tourist traps. Do your research. Check out local blogs and forums for recommendations. And when in doubt, ask a local. They're often more than happy to share their insider knowledge and steer you clear of overpriced attractions. Remember, the best things in life are free. So whether it's wandering through a historic city, admiring world-class art, or soaking in the natural beauty of the French countryside, there's no shortage of free and cheap attractions to enjoy in France. Before we wrap up, here are some practical tips and tricks for budget travel in France. Firstly, avoid the peak travel season. Yes, summer in France is lovely, but it can also be crowded and expensive. Consider traveling in the shoulder seasons, spring and fall. The weather is still pleasant, but accommodations and flights are often cheaper. Next, let's talk about staying connected. International roaming charges can quickly eat into your budget. So, consider getting a local SIM card for cheaper data. They're readily available at many French airports and convenience stores. Just ensure your phone is unlocked before you go. Now let's touch on the language. While many French people speak English, especially in tourist areas, learning a few basic French phrases can go a long way. Not only will it help you navigate local markets or ask for directions, but it also shows respect for the local culture. So, take a little time before your trip to learn phrases like bonjour, good day, merci, thank you, and you estimated, where is? Speaking of respect, it's important to be mindful of local customs and the environment. Remember, you're a guest in their country. Avoid littering, respect public spaces, and be considerate of noise levels, especially in the quiet countryside towns. Another practical tip is to use public transportation. France has an extensive and efficient public transportation system. Buses, trams, and the metro are not only cheaper than taxis or rental cars, but they also give you a more authentic experience of local life. Lastly, consider packing light. Not only does this save you from excess baggage fees, but it also makes moving around easier. Plus, it leaves room for any treasures you might find at local flea markets or boutiques. With these tips, you're not just a budget traveler, but a smart and responsible one. So, there you have it, folks. We've taken a journey through the charm of France, all while keeping our wallets happy. We started with planning and budgeting, the cornerstone of any successful trip. Remember, the key is to prioritize and be strategic about your expenses. Next, we dived into the world of affordable French cuisine. From baguettes to croissants, your taste buds can enjoy a feast without breaking the bank. Don't forget the local markets for some fresh and inexpensive ingredients too. Then, we explored free and cheap attractions. France is brimming with museums, parks, and historical sites that offer free entry or are budget-friendly. There's no shortage of wonders to explore. And finally, we discussed some practical tips and tricks. From transportation to accommodation, we shared some insider knowledge to make your trip smoother and more affordable. Remember, traveling to France doesn't have to be expensive. With a bit of planning and these simple tips, you can explore the charm of France without spending a fortune.